Alright, everyone. Today we'll be doing Heartgold with Entei. We did Raikou on Tuesday, and if you want to take a quick look at the tier list, it did pretty dang good. With a time of sub 2 hours, barely getting into the S tier. I've already recorded the Suicune playthrough yesterday. I technically have it in the leaderboard already, but you don't see it. Hold on a sec. Yeah, sorry, I ate something. Anyway, when I right-click here, there's an option to set current date set to max date. If I click set to max date, it'll show Suicune's playthrough results, because I have it dated for tomorrow, so that way I don't accidentally spoil anything. EU-friendly streaming time, how can this be? I was going to do this stream at 7 p.m. Eastern, but, some, scheduling conflicts came up, so I'm doing the stream earlier today. But who knows? Maybe if more people enjoy this, I might move my Thursday streams to 3 p.m. if people enjoy it. And who knows? I might. Anyway, Entei. Here's Entei's Heartgold move pool. You may see, like, it's got 3 different movesets. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heartgold, Soul Silver. Well, you see, let's see, what's different? There's, 6 special moves. 7, it looks like in Diamond and Pearl it didn't have Eruption by level up. That seems to be the change. I love this time I ain't sleeping. Yeah, if people like it, I'll start doing Thursday streams at 4 p.m. Not 4, 3 p.m. instead. Yeah, I say all my times in Eastern time. But yeah, Entei, I'm very confident it's going to be the worst of the 3. In the original Crystal, it was the worst of the 3. I don't have my Crystal leaderboard made in this software yet. I'd have to bring up the old leaderboard, and I kind of don't want to. But the problem with Entei is it doesn't have the best special attack. It has the same special attack as Crawdon and Suicune, which is interesting. But its attack stat is really good. It's comparable to Kabutops and Zangoose. But the problem is, unlike... Well, Kabutops in the slow group, Zangoose is erratic growth rate. Here's our problem. If we sort all of these moves by physical, Stomp and Fire Fang, Return, Dig... we get Stone Edge, but not Rock Climb. That's interesting. And it's unobtainable, too. It already felt like the weakest of the trio. Yeah, Entei was always bad until, I think it was Generation 8 or 9. I think it was 9. Yeah, Generation 9, where they just gave it the ability to learn Sacred Fire. To give it something. Kabutops is medium fast? Oh, I guess I was thinking of Aerodactyl being slow. Well, Entei in Gen 2 wasn't that bad, mostly because water types aren't too threatening. In the better Johto game, water types are scary. I guess that's another good point, yeah. Oh, we don't need that. Oh, it was Gen 6? Oh, okay. I swore it was Gen 9. Oh, fix that. But yeah, this thing is not going to be great. From what I've read through Axiu's notes, we're going to have to really, really focus on special attack EVs. Let's see, I'm just going to read these, I'm just going to read the first few sections of the notes. Let's see. Entei does have higher physical attack. The issue is its physical move pool is pretty bad until Gen 6, giving it Sacred Fire. Stab Fire Fang is worse than Return. Stone Edge is not available. Dig is gutted in Gen 4 Johto due to Levitate. Sunday for early return, however, it's only really Karen's Houndoom after we're done with Hyper Beam in the Johto section. Let's see, grab Bullet Seed to sell. We want to buy Hyper Beam on the first visit. Grab the Charcoal, grab the Headbutt for extra PP. Hey Axu, you have in your notes get headbutt and skip headbutt. That's fine, I'll delete that from the notes. Let's see, catch a drowsy for Macho Brace, get 2 hyper beams, and then game corner we need 19,100 coins for a flamethrower, 3 subs, Dratini, and Silk Scarf. Hello, Bobby Vita. It's fine, Axu, it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Level 18 for Whitney's gym. Get dig. Okay, I feel like this is far enough ahead to read for now. Alright, let's get started. Oh yeah, we're running Modest for extra special attack, less attack. You may think, hey, why don't we lower a different stat? You really don't want to lower speed in Heartgold Soul Silver because of red. And our attack is pretty high. We can afford to lose a little bit. Alright, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Man, it's hard for me to speak right after I've eaten a meal. I had some lunch before the stream. You get it or you don't. You won't find out until you've passed by the move tutor, right? Yeah, the TLDR, there are 3 big problems. Claire, Lance 1, and Blue, surprisingly. What about round 2, Lance? But yeah, I am aware that Scott is doing his stream right now, but I don't care. He can stream whatever time he wants, but I just have to do the stream earlier today. But who knows, if people like this stream time, which from what I'm seeing Sundown and Yokai, I never really see them in chat because the streams are always late. Late for them, at least. So who knows, I think I might keep this on this time for Thursdays from now on. I haven't been doing Wednesday streams lately just because I've just turned that one day a week to just like hanging out with friends and family pretty much. I mean, I want to start doing the speedruns again on Wednesday. I keep scheduling them, but I keep not doing them. Hey, Boss KO. You know you're only supposed to show up when Quagsire shows up. Entei is the only one that wants Calm Mind in the league. Raikou and Suicune don't need it since they have the right kind of coverage. Yeah, it's such a shame this Pokemon doesn't get Rock Slide. You know it's bad when the optimal nature is increasing your worst offensive stat and decreasing the best one. Yep, sadly we need it. Hold on a sec. There we go. My camera's cropping was a little bad. Yeah, I showed off Entei's physical move pool. It's very limited. Like, Stab Fire Fang is actually worse than Return. And that's our best physical fire move. So, you know, funnily enough, how Entei suffered in Gen 2 because all of its Stab Fire moves were special, and it couldn't use its better stat? Well, in this game, its best physical fire move is worse than Return, so if you want better fire coverage, you have to go special, which is kind of ironic. Can't help, Quaghay's my call sign. Also, I will... Ah, damn it. I was just gonna say, I will mention this in the Suicune video, but I'm actually gonna be catching a fly user here from now on. I'm not gonna be going for Spearow anymore unless I want rest. The main reason is because there are different points in the run where I want to deposit my HM users. But the problem with that is, with the Spearow, you have to unequip the male, and there's been plenty of times where I try to deposit, and the game's like, nope, you need to go deposit the male first. And it's just really annoying. Plus, there are some runs where I want the TM for rest, and instead of getting 6,000 coins from the game corner, I can just get the Spearow and trade it in. Because if you actually deliver Kenya to its proper owner, you get the TM for rest. In the original game, it was just the TM for Nightmare. And in Gen 2, you never really had a reason to deposit stuff unless it was very early on and you wanted to do blackout training. But in this game, I actually want to do deposits for the sake of avoiding double battles. Oh yeah, there's Hoot Hoot, there's Pidgey if you're playing in the daytime, and there's Zubats in the caves too. I caught my Rattata for cut, so now the only thing left, pretty much, is a Geodude or a Sandshrew. The Dratini and Abra will be at the game corner. Forgive the Abra instead? What do you mean by that? You mean, like, unequip the male and give it to someone else? I feel like that just causes more problems. Like, either way, I'm still gonna have to mess around with the male. And plus, since it's so easy to encounter a flyer, and you're at that point in the game where, unless you're starting the game with a Mewtwo, you're not going to be able to knock out a level 4 Pidgey in one hit, so you will be able to catch it. Also, Bite will do more damage than Stab Ember, because Stab Ember is 60 power, but our physical attack is, actually, our offensive stats are almost equal right now, because of the nature. I'm just using Bite just because, 1, higher base attack, and 2, the chance to flinch is pretty good. Dark is really good neutral coverage. The only types that resist it are Fighting, Dark, and Steel. In this game, at least. Oh, my, music title. Do I not have the music title in here? Oh, here it is. I need to drag that up. There we go. And thankfully, this game, Faulkner, does not have Mud Slap. Ghastly gives special attack. And, I've been learning about the best places to use the Macho Brace in this game for particular EVs. For speed EVs, use the Macho Brace in the Radio Tower basement, and the Mahogany Town Rocket Hideout, and the Olivine Lighthouse. But for special attack EVs, I think the best place is north of Goldenrod. I need maxed out special attack. Because I know why. We're going to have to use Hyper Beam on Claire. Because nothing else we can use in the physical department is going to come close to knocking out the Kingdra, and it'll just destroy us with Surf. Morty's gym is all special attack? Oh, that's a good spot, yeah. It is a little risky, though, because the Ghastlies have Curse, and if you underspeed them and they hit you with Curse, you're just straight up dead. Man, the overlay really freaks out in this gym. Because I'm using a vanilla ROM, it doesn't like use a custom patch to remove the encryption, because it kind of makes the game have some problems. So I just leave it alone. Oh, it's Hydro Pump, not Surf. Yeah, that makes it even worse. Alright, so from the mart, I'm going to buy 7 escape ropes and the rest of the money and repels. Alright, my health is still pretty good, so no need to heal. Alright, this kid gives speed EVs. Alright. I do want to try and get level 15 for Bugsy as well. Alright, I gotta go get my HM user here. Geodude, okay. Alright, and here's what I can do. I can go to this rock. Teach Rock Smash. I thought that was cut. Anyway, Rock Smash here. Get the Shell Bell. Then you go to the center here. And then you can deposit your HM users. I have to deposit them before Bugsy's gym anyway. And you have to deposit the egg as well. So that ends up being the best spot to do it. And I can withdraw them again after I beat Bugsy. Because Bugsy's gym has a double battle in there. Alright, I'm going to try and skip these people. It's blue that forced me to do EV Train. The damage ranges looked very bad. Vitamin E threshold EVs. Would it have required me to get an extraordinarily high level? Oh, also, check this out. That pile of wood has the full heal in it. Absolutely. So it was either max out my special attack EVs or get such a high level I'd have to do a lot of blackout training in the league, correct? And with Raikou, I did have to do blackout training in the league. Will I need to do it in this run today? I've only read up to the Morty split. Axew's notes are so long, I can't read them all ahead of time. It would take too long. We're going to use candies for Claire to be 53. Oh, we're using candies for Claire. Okay, yeah, so we'll have to do league training for sure. Okay, this thing I should use Ember. Coughing has double the defense. And this Jubilee Village theme is really long. Nine minutes, dang. Oh, and also we have Roar. Something we could do here is, since the Scyther usually likes to waste its turn with Leer or Focus Energy, you can actually use Roar on it, so that way you can have the Scyther go last without it damaging you. It wouldn't really be necessary for this Pokemon, but I'm going to do the strat anyway. And sadly, you cannot get cut until after you beat Bugsy. What? Oh, I didn't know Roar had a chance to fail. Oh, right, it's because Quick Attack. Nice burn. But yeah, you can't get cut till after Bugsy, so you can't just use the TM for Roar. You have to actually know Roar by level up in order to do this strat. Also, I deposit the egg in a different box so I can withdraw the HM users a lot faster. Because normally I would have to like go around the egg, which is annoying. Okay, that's annoying. Also, in terms of editing the video, I am at the Elite 4 right now for the Suicune video, so I've gotten a decent bit done. The reason I had to do the stream early is because me and a couple of friends are going to go hang out at 8 p.m. Eastern. I try to say all my times on stream in Eastern, so I don't confuse people. But, yeah, we were all gonna hang out, so I'm like, oh wait, that's when I'm streaming, so I guess I better do it early. I'm real... Dude, I have not seen your username in years. How's it been? You've been super busy? Dang. It's been a long time since I've seen your username. Heartgold? Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder. Hope you're well. I'm doing pretty well for myself, yeah. Alright, so long, Roar. I just wish those guys would just give you the charcoal right then and there. Okay, I'm gonna go buy some repels because doing that backtracking really wasted my repel count. You know that phrase that people say, like, don't forget where you came from? Like, I remember, like, some of the old, like, regular chatters I used to have that aren't around anymore for the most part. But then as soon as I see one of those people, I just immediately recognize them. Like, if you were a regular chatter, like, a few years back, and you posted a message for the first time ever, unless you changed your username, I'll most likely recognize you. Alright, I need to catch a drowsy. Always remember me. I'll try. Okay, I don't think I can damage you. Maybe Ember? Okay. Alright, I'll need to trade that for the Macho Brace. But yeah, the route north of Goldenrod has a lot of special attack EVs. It's mainly speed, but a bunch of special attack too. Unless it's Dominic. Dude, at this point, the reason I keep him modded is so I always know it's him. Okay. The beasts hate use no return right away. Yeah, I looked at Scott's solo deck software to see what their starting friendship was. It's 35. I mean, even then, like, Headbutt's just better. I've suggested to Snowy, for this Super Shucky emulator, putting in an option to where you can invert your screens with a hotkey. So that way I could show you guys the gameplay. But, oh well. Yeah, level 8 here is when you get access to all the 2s and the 3s. Man, I forgot Legends Arceus had a really good OST. I mean, just save time while getting stuff like Fire Blast or Hyper Beam, unless we're doing that for the Rocket plotline. The note said I need to get Hyper Beam as soon as possible, so I'll get it later, after we're done with this thing. If you're wondering why my coins current in-game keeps going up and down, is because I'm playing this game with save states. Right, I need 19,100. Wait, 19,000? Yeah, 19,100. Yeah, like, if we needed rest, we would have to grind an extra 6,000 coins, but we can just trade in the Spearow. Alright, I think one last game. $19,100. Alright, there we go. Alright, we need... Abra? Thankfully, it's only 200 coins. Oh my god. This annoys me every single time I have to catch the Drowsy. I always forget to go trade it right away because my party ends up being full. Alright, I will get Hyper Beam while I'm here. Does it say I need... I don't think I need to buy Fire Blast. I don't think so, no. Yeah, just Hyper Beam. I need to sell some stuff. Taunt, Roost, Flash, U-Turn. Dude, I'm too broke. Alright, I'll just pick up a second copy when I come get return later. Alright, Dratini. Silk Scarf. 3 substitutes. 1 flamethrower. Teach flamethrower and substitute right away. Let's see, keep bite and headbutt. Alright, so now at this point, I actually need to deposit my HM users. We'll withdraw them in Ecritique. Yeah, I will go over the Voltorb Flip Game Corner in the Suicune video, but I end up discussing in that video, I won't spoil it, but I do end up discussing, like, the benefits of, like, spending 6 minutes doing Voltorb Flip versus just not doing it, saving 6 minutes, but how does it affect you in the mid to late game? I do talk about it there, and I discuss, like, if it's truly worth it to do every single run. I'm gonna use substitute just in case. Spikes. Alright, I think the Miltank... No, it has Scrappy, not Thick Fat. Never mind. Oh, we outspeeded, actually. Clean 2-shot with Charcoal. If it weren't for the Charcoal, I'd be doing headbutt flinches. Alright, I'm gonna equip the Macho Brace here because this next route here gives a bunch of special attack and speed EVs. Alright, I will need to get the Spearow. You may be thinking, hey wait, now you have to go deposit something. Nope, I'm gonna exchange this for rest. No, don't headbutt a tree. I should really put headbutt in slot 1 though. Although it's mostly speed EVs. I mean, you can't go wrong with speed EVs, though. Yeah, the Vulpix and the Magmars here give a special attack. I mean, that's a total of 6 special attack EVs when you include the Macho Brace. Where are we going to get special attack? For the wild, this route in the water has 90% Psyduck, 10% Golduck. So we would actually come here to do it. But I'll try to prioritize getting them off trainers too, but we'll probably have to mostly get them from this route. I don't want to hold on to the Macho Brace too much though, because otherwise we might end up reaching the threshold and we can't get any more EVs. Hey, Edmundo. It seems like a lot of people are liking the earlier stream time. This is physical attack. Oh, this trainer right here, though, gives special attack EVs as well. So you can get a... Okay, Edmundo, my name is not Leroy. What move is this? Fire Spin. Gross. Alright, and, Tangela from this... Dude. Tangela from this kid. I believe Tangela does give special attack. Or it might be physical attack. It was neither of those. What EV does Tangela give? This thing's move pool's all over the place. What do you mean? It's got Headbutt, Flamethrower, Bite. It was defense? Oh. Alright, I'm definitely going to need to take the Matcha Brace off. Yeah, I would like to have the brace on for Morty's gym. It's just the problem is it's really risky. Yeah, this is why you do not want to take these people on in a double battle. Plus, I did not know if Substitute blocked Encore, but good to know that it doesn't. Alright. Use Bite in the Ghost Gym to save on flamethrowers. Entei should be faster at level 25. Actually, I wonder... How fast are the Ghastlies on the first trainer? So if she was able to break the substitute, your Pokemon would be forced to reapply, making your HP dangerously low. Yeah, my own substitutes ended up doing the most amount of damage. It's pretty funny. Whoops. Yeah, I might be able to use the Macho Brace and still outspeed the Ghastlies, I think. They have 30 speed. Perfect. Oh, equip the brace. So I end up outspeeding them by 3. Yeah, Entei's 100 speed is definitely helping there. If this was like 90 speed or 95, I would not be able to do this. Because the more special attack EVs I can get from trainers, the less Psyducks I'll have to fight. You may think, why not just max buy on Calciums first? Do I look like I'm made of money? Alright, so yeah, too slow to use the curse, so... Just do that. I haven't beaten the game yet. I shouldn't be playing this music. The Psyducks will thank you. Hey, just wait till next time I play Pokemon Moon and I need special attack. I'll be like, hey, remember me? Can I outspeed Morty's first Ghastly? I hope so. Let's see, I have 68 speed, so I would need it to be 34 or less. Okay, yeah, I'm not outspeeding that. Surely it'll go for Lick, right? I mean, look. Okay, thank you. Oh, nice crit. Oh, you dude. Dude? Okay. Thank God it didn't use Curse. There we go. 70 special attack EVs. Great. That was really good. I think only Pokemon with a high base speed can get away with Macho Brace in that gym. Oh, need my HM users back. Yeah, that's why it's the Morty tier. Exactly. Oh, does Mr. Mime give special attack? I know there's a trainer here with a Mr. Mime. Well, I guess there's one way to find out. No, it does not. Alright, teach Shadow Ball over Bite and Hyper Beam over Substitute. Oh, a backtrack to do special attack EV training. Okay. It makes sense because thinking towards the Olivine Lighthouse and I guess the water routes could have special attack, but the thing is that route also has tons of Goldings and Tentacools as well. And we need a buttload of special attack EVs, and since we have to be near maxed, we don't really have much leeway, so we'll need to just do it now. I better equip the brace. Alright, so the Psyducks would need to be 35 speed or less. Okay, yeah, so each Psyduck will give 2 EVs. Each Golduck, which is a 10% chance, will give 4. So some of the Psyducks could be fast enough. Plus, doing this will make my friendship go up, so I could probably get return when I leave. Yeah, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune get... You've got to be kidding. How did I do 0 damage to that thing? Oh, right, it must have outsped. I'll just teleport to the last center and do the blackout. We'll just pretend that was the blackout. I should probably go to Goldenrod and use that place as center. I think I'll save Hyper Beam for the Golducks. Psyduck can have up to 44 speed here. Good to know. So I would need 88 speed at least. Yeah, as of right now, it's 36 speed. Yeah, this is the only one of the 3 Johto beasts that has to grind for EVs in the wild. I mean, Raikou didn't need to do EVs at all. Okay, I need to go buy some potions. Well, I may as well go get returning my second Hyper Beam TM while I'm here. Classic fire types. Man, based on the kinds of notes Axe you made for me, I am looking forward to the day Scott decides to do Raikou, Entei, and Suicune in Heartgold. Like, maybe as like a giant versus race or something. He'll struggle with Entei really bad. We're actually not going to be needing Fire Blast. We actually don't need it. If we did, I actually would have mentioned it in the notes. But Flamethrower will be enough. Especially since we'll have the EVs for Flamethrower. Stomp. Gross. Been a while since I've encountered a Golduck. Odd, I was expecting Fire Blast for blue or something. I could look ahead and see what blue needs, but if Axew's here, he could explain it, but he hasn't chatted in a while, so probably not here. Yeah, I can take a quick glance at it. I'm going to do that just so I don't have to keep moving the D-pad down. Let's see, after EV training, head to Chuck, clear out the trainers at sea, Silk Scarf for Chuck. Silk Scarf does matter for Hyper Beam range on Poliwrath at 35 with the special attack EVs. Hey John, yeah, I'm training for special attack. This is just like Moon. Honestly, it's worse though because... Well, I guess it's not worse because I have the Macho Brace, which is the equivalent of SOS training. But the Psyducks are more guaranteed, so this is probably very identical to it. Let's see. Ooh, Golduck. Bruh. Uh-oh. Ah, god damn it. Alright, gotta accept the blackout. This is the problem with using Macho Brace here for a fire type. There's a risk of the Golduck just killing you. I mean, on the bright side, you can sort of count it as a free heal. Getting ready to off work now. Thanks for stopping by, Yokai. Which, N1, I made a community post, just this morning. I'm pushing Tapu Koko back to next week. If you're wondering why, I have to drive into the city to GameStop and pick up my pre-order. I pre-ordered a booster box, Elite Trainer box, and a booster bundle of Perfect Order, which the set comes out this Friday. I gotta go there and get my items. And I have to head there after work, so I won't have time for the stream. But yeah, Tapu Koko will be next week. Sorry. God's Thoughts banning Miracle. I'm wondering why it became a meme. Oh, are you actually serious? Do you want to know why it's a meme? Watch his original BHM video. If that's not enough of a hint, he deleted the move off the moveset because he didn't read the entire Bulbapedia article. All he read was the first 2 sentences and assumed the move was bad. Yeah, no moon run this week. Sorry. Yeah, I'll still do Tapu Koko. But I do feel like my skill in Sun and Moon has been getting a lot better. And... ah, dang it. I didn't mean... It's annoying when that happens. Alright. Hey, this'll just count as another blackout. Alright, we're at 158. I need another 90. I need 90 more special attack EVs and I'll be done. Oh, return is now the equivalent of headbutt. I think the moment... I was gonna say the moment it becomes better, I'll teach it, but I should probably keep reading ahead in the notes. Got the heart scale on Route 32. We'll be deleting Flamethrower before Claire's gym, and then getting it back. At Lake of Rage, Choice Specs Hidden Power. Gather all 8 candies before Claire. We want to be level 53. Buy Carbos. Grab Sunny Day in the radio tower. Oh yeah, it pretty much is, you pretty much have to read all of the moves for Sun and Moon in great detail, because you want to know how they interact with Z crystals. Each return, which, I'm reading ahead, I actually shouldn't. Actually, could I? Hold on, let me keep reading ahead. When do I teach return normally? Oh, because for the Kimono Girls, I need Hidden Power Ice, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Hyper Beam. So yeah, I'll have no room for it on the moveset. Yeah, some of my favorite Z move interactions are Z conversion giving you an Omni Boost, but to be more specific about like generic moves, Z Rain Dance gives you +1 speed. So if I'm ever running a slow Pokemon that can learn Rain Dance, which most Pokemon can learn Rain Dance, boom, you've got a free +1 speed move. Also, you know what's weird? Entei gets Stone Edge, but not Rock Slide. Makes no sense. Stone Edge is unobtainable in this game. Even in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, you get the TM in Victory Road. And I don't think rock coverage is that good. It's not good in Diamond and Pearl. In Platinum, it's pretty decent. Because it's great for Flint, and it's great for Aaron. But Stone Edge is a very out-of-the-way TM in that game. I think it's blocked off by a double battle. All weather moves give +1? Oh, okay. So it doesn't really matter which of the three you get. Whether it's... Well, you don't want it to be hail, obviously. But it still does give you the weather effect. So if you're using a fire move, you probably shouldn't use Z Rain Dance. I don't think it makes it super... Wait. Does Miracle Eye make super effective on Dark Poison? I think it makes Psychic hit Dark for neutral coverage. So I think yes, because I remember in Platinum, Lucas's Clefairy would go for Gravity on the double battle in Veilstone. His Clefairy would go for Gravity, and the Zubats become weak to Earthquake. So I think it just makes it neutral. Alright, 206. Yeah, Foresight. Foresight allows normal and fighting moves to hit ghost types. It's actually not the other way around. I thought you could use it on a normal type to make ghost moves hit it, but it actually does not work. So it makes me wonder why the heck some ghost types can learn Foresight. It makes no sense to me. Do 22. Yeah, I wouldn't have an idea. Alright, we're almost at 248. Actually, I think it only said 240 is all I need. I don't know. It's not going to take us long. We may as well just max it. Okay, it's only going to take like 2 more Psyduck anyway. I'll just do it. EVs can go up to 255 in this game. which the final 3 EVs are always useless. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Yeah, the EV training didn't really take that long, but it's absolutely required for Entei. There's some speed EVs. That Raticate had a normal reducing berry. Oh, something I can do, since the lighthouse has a lot of speed EVs, I can actually hold the Macho Brace here as well, because this tower gives roughly 30 speed EVs with the Macho Brace. Oh, dude, all those blackouts made me not able to afford repels. Forgot the berry was even a thing. Sometimes I think the same way. Yeah, doing this will prevent the need for me to buy vitamins. I think that girl over there has Meryl, so I should skip her. That sailor has all crabbies. Here's Dennis. This guy's all special. This guy's all speed. Alright, so I think from here, the next spot I could use it is the underground in Mahogany Town. There's a hyper potion underneath this pluck TM. Silk Scarf? Silk Scarf would be a better item, yeah. This girl's good for attack EVs. The guy with Gyarados gives good attack EVs too. It was in the notes to use Silk Scarf. I didn't realize you were actually reading those. Besides, I've scrolled ahead to the Claire section. It's kind of why I don't see it. It's not that big a deal. I mean, I'll need it for Chuck, yeah. Also, you can technically do this whole thing by only fighting one trainer. You have to skip the guy going left and right. Yeah, you can do one if you want, John. Do you need help planning it? There we go. It's Infernape. That's interesting. That's an interesting choice. Yes, you will need it. I mean, I'll be free after the stream if you want to work on it. This kid gives speed EVs too. No, stop headbutting trees. Pretty much known as the guy who always headbutts trees. I'll defeat some of these. No, don't bother defeating Magikarps for speed. The Rocket Hideout will give plenty. I mean, John, why was Infernape on your poll? Oh my god. I mean, John, is that the best way to pick a Pokemon for a poll? What were your 3 options? Alright, I'm gonna equip the brace here. Just get some speed EVs. Oh, I just realized I never made an over-under. Whoops. Slowbro, which I did. Dusclops, which I did, but the video is bad. Well, no, what I meant is, like, how do you decide the 3 Pokemon that go on the poll? You said random, like... Oh, those were the other 3 options. You'd expect around 240. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I mean, this thing is not going to get S tier performance. I think in order to qualify for like a potential S tier performance, I would need to beat Lance in round 1 with around an hour 25 on the clock at the most. And I don't see myself beating Lance in the next 19 minutes. Alright, I think EV department's pretty much all done. I'm just gonna go ahead and equip, probably Silk Scarf. You randomize between fully evolved mons, and I choose myself. At least that's what I did ages ago. I mean, that's what I used to do, but I quit doing that. Are you free at 9 p.m.? No. I would not. I have plans at 8. Oh well, that's fine, John. I can at least glance at its moveset and just give you some ideas on stream. I'll bring it up in the solo decks on another tab. Give me a sec. I'll just pause. Burnape. 7. Here. Unpause. I had to leave early last time. How did Raikou do? Did he make A tier? He made S tier actually. By like 40 seconds to spare. It was really close. It was like a 159.20. It got S tier, but just barely. Alright, so I better heal this paralysis. Let's see. Scratch, Leer, Ember, Taunt. It gets Swords Dance. It gets Calm Mind. It gets Workup. And its offensive stats are equal. Great speed. You know, John, you might have to do Kingler calculations, but I feel like with 108 base speed in the medium slow group, you might be able to get away with no plus speed nature. So maybe you could go like plus physical attack or something. Because I think Workup / Z Workup and Swords Dance is going to be your way to go. I think you're going to want to invest in your physical side. But granted, there was a Pokemon where I had to use Workup for both physical and special attack reasons. I mean, you can easily switch back and forth between the two sets, but I think the physical coverage is just way better. You get Acrobatics, you get Brick Break, and you get Flame Wheel into... I mean, Flare Blitz is a little late. Yeah, I'm thinking of the Hapu as well. You're definitely going to want the Air Balloon for sure. Air Balloon, Swords Dance, and then sweep with Brick Break. Did you go Iron Fist? Does this thing even learn Fire Punch? I don't see Fire Punch on there. I don't see any punching moves by level up. I mean, I guess Iron Fist works with close combat. But I mean, close combat's already powerful enough. But yeah, you'll need to make sure, like, I think with 108 base speed, just see what the minimum level is where you can outspeed Kukui's Lycanroc with only 100 speed EVs. You'll have to figure out what the minimum level for that is. And I'm sure against the Lycanroc, you could theoretically use a Tract on it in order to set up Swords Dances, if you need to. Acerola, it gets Shadow Claw, you get Acrobatics for Hala. Olivia is definitely going to be a tricky one. It does get Grass Knot, so you might be able to use Grass CMZ for parts. I think Olivia, you might want Work Up and Grass Knot. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, make sure you outspeed Kahili's Crobat. That's a good idea. I don't know, it usually likes to go Supersonic because it's kind of an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna go get PP up for Flamethrower. It only gets Mach Punch for Iron Fist. Yeah, I'd say go with Blaze. I mean, who knows? You could plan for Blaze because you have 108 base speed. Ooh, guys, got the Helix Fossil. I knew if I didn't say what I found, you'd all ask. I hate that joke, but you know, I just had to do it. Oh my god. With level 70 and 112 speed, you outspeed the Crobat with a neutral nature. Yeah, level 70 for the medium slow is really reasonable. So I think that's probably your strat to go to, John. I think with how high our speed is, you really do not need a plus speed nature. If you were in the slow group, I would say yes, you do need the plus speed nature. I mean, a plus speed nature would make you only do like level 65 to 68 instead of level 70, but I feel like you're going to want a high level for Hapu anyway. But yeah, make sure you grab the air balloon. And I think for like generic coverage, I'd say some sort of fire move, Brick Break, and no item acrobatics. You do the Nintendogs minigame on like speed. Yeah, that's true. You could... I know with the slow level, I think from what Steve's told me, with the slow level up group, you get like an extra 5 levels. So with medium slow, you'll gain like an extra 10. Stuff like that. It's why I choose not to allow it. I think having to plan around limited experience is actually very fun. It's what I like about Sun and Moon. I think the run would be less fun if I had a permanent XP boost. Whoops. Conversion into Ghost type. Thanks. Actually, does this Pokemon get False Swipe? I can't look right now. What TM number is False Swipe? 54? Yeah, it doesn't get False Swipe. But yeah, I think because of the fact you can use Z Workup for physical moves, regular Workup for special moves, and Swords Dance for physical moves, I feel like you don't need to train on Pikipeks or Psyducks. Like, I think you just need to do vitamins. Like, just do the vitamin threshold. What you could do if you wanted to is, you could do some training for speed on, like, Zubat or something, just so you don't have to buy Carvos, but I don't think that's necessary. Oh, I just realized I never named Entei Speed. Whoops. Oh, well. Swagger? No. I might do some Speed EV training. Get to 50 is always good for the long game. Yeah, well, you could train just a little bit, so that way you don't have to buy Carvos. Because normally with the amount of money you can get, from my experience, you only really have enough for like 13 vitamins. And if you want to get to the vitamin threshold for physical attack, special attack, and speed, that's not going to be enough money to spread. Harder to get speed EVs in Sun. Honestly, John, why not just train on physical attack EVs in the early game instead? Why not just do that? On Young Goose. I thought you just didn't care. I guess I don't care enough, I guess. Alright. Oh, I don't want any vitamins. Whoops. That's annoying. This guy has 5 Rattata. I only fight this guy with the Macho Brace for Speed EVs, but I don't want Speed EVs. The call rate is 9. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Probably not the wisest then. I mean, I guess either way, like, there are mandatory Young Goose and Gumshoos you have to fight. Oh, John, how feasible would it be to KO the Gumshoos and let the Young Goose kill you in the totem fight? Because that would let you do Blackout EV training, where you would gain 4 attack EVs every time. Would that be feasible or no? You already have the EVs maxed out. Yeah, that was just a giant waste of time. I didn't fight the guy on purpose. I am running very close to being out of power points. Like, why don't I have any ethers? Have I just not been grabbing them? I must not have. That would be too slow. Yeah, you're probably right. Honestly, John, I'd say just don't bother EV training in the wild at all. Just don't bother. Like, you'll have Brick Break and Ember for the early game. That should be more than enough to take on, like, Hala and stuff. No Charge Beam, doesn't look like. Sunny day. Level 45 level needed. Oh yeah, Axe, you mentioned use the 8 candies before Claire to 53. Oh. Better get this candy too. Funnily enough, once you get 8 badges, you get blocked from accessing this part of the route until you do the Kimono Girls, but if you come here before, you can access it. Do I have 8 candies? 7. Where's my 8th one I'm missing? Where's my 8th candy? Oh, maybe actually miscounted, because I'm pretty sure I grabbed them. Oh well, I'll just do a tiny bit of training. Whatever. That should be good enough. Yeah, Mimikyu should be... I don't think easy would be the right word. Mimikyu's never easy. It would have to throw the fight. Like, do you learn Rock Tomb or Bulldoze? Okay, you do get Rock Tomb, that's good. Never Melt Ice? I'll get that just in case. Are you gonna stream Champions? Maybe. I did do Scarlet Wi-Fi battles for a while. Then again, I'm struggling to remember to do the speedrun streams as it is. I mean, I'm interested in streaming the ranked battles. But similar to Legends ZA, Champions is going to have ranked battles. And apparently it's going to track your win-loss ratio, too. Alright, time to use my candies. Firefang, gross. Okay, Claire. Substitute Hyper Beam, Gyarados, and Kingdra, Hidden Power Ice, the Dragonairs. We're kinda banking on Kingdra to not use Hydro Pump during the recharge, in order to get by the Dragonairs paralyzed free. The fight is still winnable even with paralysis. HP Ice guarantees the Dragonairs without Never Melt Ice. Flame Charge? Yeah, Flame Charge would be a better idea. Hey, Alexander. Alright, so I need substitute back. So what move am I using? Stub, Hyper Beam, Hidden Power, and... Okay, teach Hidden Power over Flamethrower. I'm getting rid of these 3 moves. Okay. Hidden Power Ice. Substitute. Substitute Hidden Power. Okay, pause. I can't read this. Let's see. Need Hidden Power. Substitute. Hyper Beam. I just see 3 moves here. Oh, I was supposed to keep Shadow Ball. Well, that's embarrassing. That's, that bad. I don't think it'll be that big a deal. Pokeball is only really good for Espeon, Kimono Girl, and Will. Okay, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, this on the bright side, I can keep Flamethrower. You only get 1 Shadow Ball TM the entire game. Slowbro shouldn't be a problem. I don't think Will Slowbro even has a water move. I think it's all psychic moves. Okay, can I unpause now? Oh, I may as well go over the ranges here. Let's see, level 53, 252 special attack EVs with Silk Scarf. Hyper Beam, 100.7%. Without the 252, it would have to minimum roll to not one-shot. Kingdra, 104 to 122%. So if we didn't do the EV training, Gyarados and Kingdra would be so much worse. Okay, I think we can start now. Yeah, I guess on the bright side, we can keep Flamethrower instead of getting the Heart Scale. Sub. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam. Missed. Okay, miss. That was close. Hidden Power Ice. It's really satisfying when all the planning makes it worth it. Alright, so the moveset for the Kimono girls. I'm just missing Shadow Ball. Can Entei learn I don't think Entei can learn Shadow Claw. Oh well, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we can just use Choice Specs Flamethrower on Will. So yeah, 128 Claire split. In order to potentially qualify for the S tier, I would have to be beating Lance right now to at least qualify for the S tier. I mean, EV training means like we're not getting there. Under 215 would be the A tier. I don't think we're going to get A tier. I think this is going to be a B tier placement. 2.5 hours. But if it ends up being 245 or so, then it'll be C tier. Equip specs. Okay. I was hoping not to heal, but I saw in my notes I need 2 Hyper Beams, so I need to heal. Alright, after this fight, we can teach Return over Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam has served us well. I'm serious, though. Like, Hyper Beam is very good coverage for special attackers. Still looks the coolest? I can see that, yeah. Alright, equip Charcoal, teach Return, skip all optionals, and head straight to the League. Hello, Return. Old reliable. Dude, I'm carrying the Lucky Helix fossil. Who's my favorite of the 3? Suicune. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played the Pokemon Ranger series on the DS, but the final Ranger game, Guardian Signs, the Johto Beasts serve a huge role in the games, and I loved all 3 of them in that game. I think in that game specifically, my favorite one was, I think Entei, because Entei's ability was destroying boulders. You never heard of that game? Oh, well, there's 3 Pokemon Ranger games. The original Ranger, which I've never played. Shadows of Almia, which I think most people know that game just from that one Jaden Animations video. And Guardian Signs, which I think is personally the best of the 3. You know, if I want, I can get the 3rd PP up here. But I don't think it'll be necessary. Honestly, I want to at least knock out the Venusaur trainer. I think also, since I don't have Shadow Ball anymore, Will might be a little bit harder, so I'll do some of the trainers here. Whoops. Okay, that was a lucky crit. I could have gotten paralyzed. Wag hey. Alright, I think that one guy with the has just a single Mareep. Do not fight that guy. I think these two trainers here I want to fight. Oh, these trainers are gross. What happened to the good ones here? Oh, I think the good ones were only in Crystal. I think Heartgold Soul Silver really nerfs these teams. Also, if you have Macho Brace here, these two Ace trainers here have attack EVs. This guy right here is all attack EVs. The next person is 2 out of 3 attack EVs. You're getting negative XP. Yeah, Parasect is attack. Golduck is special. Yeah, Golduck is the one Pokemon here that gives special attack. But the other Pokemon here... Oh no, Vaporeon's HP. So it's mostly attack EVs from these two trainers. Stop flinching me. A tier? No, A tier would be 2 hours to 2 hours 15 minutes. S tier is under 2 hours. I don't think this gets Earthquake. Alright, drop off your HM users and commit to the blackout grind to around level 66 to 67. We had used a lot of candies for Claire. We want to be level 70 for Blue without candies. Does this move? Lava Plume. No. If it did, it wouldn't be a poor man's Arcanine. I don't know which of the two would be better. Check it out. No need to worry about the mail. Alright, so I think we're going to want specs here. Let's see, I picked up 1 candy. 4. Okay, so I have 4 rare candies. Let's see. What level do we need for Lance? Doesn't really say. It just says we want 70 for blue. But it says also we need not just 70 for blue, but we also need 77 to 78 for the start of round 2 league, which is essentially the remaining rock climb candies. So if I'm only going to have 4 rare candies from here until blue, technically 5. Let's just assume 4. I guess I should just grind here in the league till 63 to start. And then as soon as I get to level 67, I'll use the... No, 66. I'll use those candies then to get... let's see. 66 to 4, that'd be 70. But I don't think I need that level specifically. But then again, getting some of the rock climb rare candies is so out of the way. It may be faster to just grind a few extra levels here. I just don't know. In Arcanine, in competitive, Arcanine was better because it had Flare Blitz. Oh yeah, if we start it fully evolved, it will not get access to it. Okay, yeah, this is the part where we gotta accept the blackout. Oh, it says for... Oh, Axu said here specifically, be level 70 for blue without the usage of candies. I'm guessing he wants us to save these 4 or 5 candies we'll have for after blue, and then just get a couple of the candies in Kanto. I don't know, dude. That's still a lot of blackout training. But thinking of the rock climb candies, the one on Cinnabar Island is very easy to get. Cerulean Cave takes like a minute and a half to get. The one in the other part of the Whirl Islands, about a minute and a half from flying to the center. The one in the back of Mount Mortar is probably a minute and a half. From the moment you fly to the Ekrutik Center. They are out of the way candies. And I can probably get one level here in like under 60 seconds. Said grinding to level 65 or so here. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way around it. Because theoretically, like, after blue, if I wanted to, I could use my 5 rare candies, because the 5th candy is the Battle Frontier candy. I could use the 5 rare candies to get to level 70. Like, as soon as I get to, like, I'm thinking... Maybe as soon as I get to level 62, use 4 rare candies to get to 66, and just get a few extra rare candies. Like, part of me thinks that's going to be faster. Here's what I'll do. One final blackout grind here. Next time I black out, I'll attempt the league for real. What's my plan for Karen? Oh, for Karen, I'll have to unequip the specs. I mean, Intimidate would be super useful in Sun and Moon, but in every other Pokemon game, Intimidate's kind of a bad thing. Alright, so it looks like I'll be able to defeat the Umbreon, get exactly level 62, and then I'll just have the Houndoom knock me out. Interesting. Gengar second. Alright, I'm gonna unequip my... I'm gonna get my HM users back now. Actually, I might be able to get one more level before Karen. I'm gonna get one more level, then use 4 candies to 67. Do not use the candies yet. Well, here's the thing. There's a lot more rare candies after Blue. Like, there's a lot of rock climb candies. I think you're underestimating the number of rare candies that are available after Blue. We have to start round 2 League at 77, but there's like 5 or 6 rock climb locked candies. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Flashfire justified. John, are we talking about Arcanine in Sun and Moon? Because I did just say in Sun and Moon's the only Pokemon game, to my knowledge, out of all the games I do, where Intimidate is actually a useful ability. Because there's a lot of trainers that have very terrifying physical leads. Plus, Intimidate actually helps with SOS training. Oh. You know, I think I'll use the candies after Karen, 64. Arcanine in general. I mean, those other abilities are just garbage. But then again, there's a lot of time waste. I'd probably just do Flash Fire. Okay, so I'll need to unequip the specs. What move is this? Extra sensory. No, thank you. It was very useful for Raikou. Might be needed for Entei, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna use my candies. Should I use them here? Well, I don't have Shadow Ball anymore for Gyarados. That's annoying. I think Shell Bell. No, I'm gonna use the candies now. Oh, I have 5 candies, not 4. Alright, let's try this. That's kind of annoying. I mean, I outspeed everything else, so... Gen 5 or 6, how many trainers using dark moves? Gen 5's got a lot of dark types. Yeah, this Intimidate is annoying, dude. Really wish I didn't accidentally unlearn Shadow Ball. Oh my god, how many of these do you have? Well, the Shell Bell was the reason I'm still alive. Hey, Top Gamer RS. Easiest champion battle I've ever seen. I've had way easier. I almost died there. Alright, Kanto order. Surge, Sabrina, Erica, Misty, Brock, Blaine, Janine, Blue. Surge, Sabrina, and Erica or go Burr with choice specs. Misty, choice specs, Shadow Ball. Man, I am so upset of unlearning that move. I guess in that case, I might save Misty for later. Would Hidden Power be better for Lance? Dude, I used Hidden Power on almost everything. Are you talking like Charizard specifically? No. Because a resisted stab flamethrower is about 71 base power, very identical to Hidden Power. I mean, if I had equipped a Silk Scarf, it'd be a guaranteed 2-shot, but I would have lost the passive healing. Who knows, maybe Silk Scarf would have been worth it. Well, yeah, it's because I was doing a moveset overhaul for Claire, and I had no idea what was the one move I had, what were the moves I had to keep. I had to scroll down further to see Shadow Ball. I think it would have been because of both Gyarados Charizard barely not being 2-shots. Yeah. Thing is, Axew's notes are very long. It's sometimes hard to read ahead of time. Alright, so we need 77 to start. Well, hold on. What's my minimum level for red? I don't see it. Okay, we do want 77 at the start of the league. Okay. Too detailed? It's a pro and a con with Axew. He puts great detail in like ranges and stuff, but sometimes it's just hard to read just because it's a lot of text. Not any fault of his own. Dude, I hate this trash puzzle. Likely around 80. Yeah, I think so. Dude, you kidding me? Hey, guess what? 0 resets. Entei's had 0 resets. It's honestly not as impressive when you realize we did EV training. Oops. Grab the Wise Glasses and Pewter. Okay, we're not going to have Shadow Ball for Brock. That's annoying. I'll probably have to use Specs Hidden Power Ice. Fire Blast, no. Real time is the one thing that Scott brought, or at least influenced on everyone else. I mean, it's definitely one of the better ways of judging a Pokemon's results. Because the one problem with game time is, it doesn't reflect, like, how a Pokemon struggles. Because, like, obviously, like, if all you looked at was game time, then technically, according to the run's own record, it only ever saw first try victories. Because if you failed, you just reset. Oh, right. What are the names scrolling above your head cam? Oh, that's the name of the music. Because right there it says dungeon theme. And after that, it's the name of the people who arranged the song, basically. I've wanted to edit those properly to only show the name of the song as well as the game itself. But the thing is, that's a lot of work. I mean, I have a piece of software called MP3 Tag, which is really good for mass editing a bunch of MP3 files at once. But it would just be way too much work. But you can usually see the song name is separated by a dash. I mean, I wish it would show the game, though. Is round 2 easier or harder? Round 2 is actually going to be easier. Because we'll have Calm Mind. Also, this is another one of these double battles where I should deposit the HM users, but you only really want to do that if you're playing with, like, a water type or something. But for a fire type, there's really no risk here. It's just the main risk is just being put to sleep. Alright, Misty. Not only am I going to want to use the specs, but I might want to delay her just because I don't have access to Shadow Ball anymore. Hey, Alex. Scott just ended his stream just now. What, did he do 2 playthroughs or something? I might save Misty for the 7th gym. He did? Oh my god. The guy likes Gen... Oh, he did another Drudigan run? Oh. Oh. Whoops. I forgot to return them. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I went to the power plant, but forgot to pick up the machine part. Well, I guess I may as well fight Misty while I'm here. It was Pokerus? Who had Pokerus? Did Scott actually get Pokerus? Nice. Oh, the Drudigan did. Dude, did he get max attack EVs from that? Because the attack EVs are so generous in that game. If you hold the Macho Brace in Drayden's gym, you can get like 40 attack EVs. So what's Scott's personal opinion on the matter? Like, you know how, like, he doesn't like luck determinant factors? Like, theoretically, Drudigan got a great time because of the Pokerus. It's not repeatable for most Pokemon, so, like, does Scott allow it? If I had to take a guess, he probably would allow it just because it's so rare anyway. Like, if a Pokemon just randomly got it, it deserves to get the good time. Like, I don't know. I've gotten Pokerus a few times, actually. Go check out my Emerald Skarmory video from last year. I've gotten Pokerus in these runs more often than Shinies. Hey, Scott. Where am I going? Dude, radio card. I mean, I had a feeling Scott would come around anyway because he just ended his stream. Oh yeah, Scott, if you ever do the Johto Beast in Heartgold Soul Silver, you are going to hate Entei. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I kinda needed those leftovers. I'll have to go backtrack for him after I beat the league again. I haven't saved for a while. Trust me, that nature is 100% necessary. For Claire. And Blue. That will cost me? I'm sure it will. Honestly... I'm kind of concerned about the Omastar and Kabutops. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't save. Omni Boost. Twice. Go on, get a third one. Yeah, Shadow Ball was needed for Brock. Alright, I think I need the specs. I'm gonna get this just in case. Still 0 resets. I don't think so. I did some calcs because I was interested in this run. I gotta say, your attack is still super important. Our physical coverage is not as good as you think it is. Our best fire-type move is weaker than Return for physical coverage. Like, we can't be relying on just Return and Dig and Fire Fang. Like, we straight up need the extra special attack. Here, and I can prove it. We fought Claire at level 53. I had maximum special attack EVs with the Modest Nature, and Hyper Beam was barely a one-shot on the Gyarados and the Kingdra. And if those weren't one-shots with Hyper Beam, no physical move would do it. And you would just get completely destroyed with the likes of Hydro Pump. You would have to, like, bank on Hydro Pump misses. Like, back-to-back Hydro misses. And I also need the EVs for blue. Axew told me in his notes, he routed the max special attack EVs just for blue. They're useful on Claire, but it's mainly blue. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Was substitute needed for Brock? No. Alright, for Blaine... Okay, so for Blaine, I need Dig, but what do I teach? Moveset, Shadow Ball, HP, Ice Fit. I have no idea what to... I think I can get rid of Return now. Yeah, get rid of Return. Oh, the Arcanine had Intimidate. I could have just used Flamethrower. You don't need to one-shot Gyarados as far as I'm aware. It doesn't have Hydro Pump. Yeah, the Gyarados doesn't, but the Kingdra does. We get Hidden Power. Yeah, we can purchase more Hidden Powers. If you want Axew, or not Axew, Alex. I get your names mixed up. In the description of this stream, you can find the paste link to the notes, and you can read those over if you want. I try to provide the notes in the description if I have them. Some runs I don't make notes for, some runs have notes. You can always look there. Like, I'm just trying to say, without doing an exorbitant amount of extra training, you can't just beat Claire with physical moves, and you also have the permanent Intimidate. And the only special move where you can stand a chance against Claire is Hyper Beam. Alright, I think I can skip the Seafoam Rare Candy. I'm gonna skip this candy. Is Substitute needed for round 2 in red? It's not needed for round 2. Or no, it's not needed for blue. My moveset for blue should be Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Ice, Flamethrower, Sunny Day. But I obviously don't have Shadow Ball anymore. I'm a fan of Solar Beam versus Claire. Yeah, but there's one issue with that. You have to pair that with Sunny Day, and you only get one Sunny Day TM the entire game. You'd have to be extremely confident you don't need Sunny Day anywhere else. I have the Sunny Day TM right now. I haven't used it yet, because I need it for blue. Minus special defense? Maybe. But our attack stat is already our highest stat. Escape orb to the monster house. Alright, so blue, Hidden Power Ice, Flamethrower. I'll just replace Substitute with Sunny Day and keep Dig with Wise Glasses. Wait, no, don't go to here. Go to Cinnabar. Flamethrower Executor, Hidden Power Ice Rhydon. Gyarados, Sunny Day into Flamethrower. Machamp, Sunny Flamethrower. Arcanine, Sunny Flamethrower into Shadow Ball, which I can't do, so I'll probably have to Flamethrower it twice. And then Pidgeot, Flamethrower without the sun. Alright, Sunny Day in the place of Substitute. How many candies do I have? 2. Yeah, I'm gonna use some right now. Wise Glasses. Boost the power of special moves by 10%. Yeah, his notes are kind of hard to follow sometimes, yeah. And again, I should have read him ahead of time. Alright, Hidden Power Ice. Alright, Sunny Day. Flamethrower. Roar. Interesting choice. You got rid of my Intimidate boost, you idiot. There we go. Alright, Axew did provide the ranges for this fight, why we needed the maximum special attack EVs. Let's see, Gyarados with the Sunny Day Flamethrower Wise Glasses was at a minimum 53% at level 70. But I'm level 76, so I theoretically could have not needed the maximum. Like 220 probably would have done. The champ would have been a one-shot. Arcanine, 58%. The thing is, you don't want the... Right. You don't want the Charizard to... Not Charizard. I can't think. I have one more substitute TM. Okay, I need one rare candy. So I can start the league at 77. At least my rare candy planning was pretty good. League round 2. Alright, so if we can beat Red in under 2 hours and 30 minutes, we'll get a spot in the B tier. We missed out on A tier. Yeah, actually likes putting memes in his notes. Before Koga, drop Shadow Ball for substitute. Well, I don't have to... Oh yeah, I'll teach over Dig. Why did I do that to my mouse? Koga, sub Sunny Day Flamethrower. If you get Calm Mind, drop Sunny Day. Alright, so long, Dig. That was the reason I didn't teach Dig, because Dig is our only good move to defeating Blaine. Without Dig, Blaine would have been pretty difficult to knock out. Oh, whoops. I meant to use a sub. Yeah, Fire is really great coverage in Johto. Kind of underutilized. Calm Mind. Alright, so long Sunny Day. No, Stone Edge is in the Battle Frontier. And we don't learn Rock Slide either. Alright. Alright, so after I defeat the round 2 league, I need to go catch that Snorlax for leftovers. I committed an oopsie. Counter. Dude, Bruno is... His head on top is so stupid. You know, I've played the Johto Beasts in Leaf Green as well. All 3 of them having Calm Mind with moves like Bite, Spark, Flamethrower, and Surf. All 3 of the Beasts did really good. Entei, obviously not as great. Alright, Lance, Hidden Power Ice, substitute in front of Gyarados to block Thunder Wave, Calm Mind 2-time sweep. For Red, Move Remind Extra Sensory over Hidden Power Ice, equip Leftovers. Moveset for Red, substitute Flamethrower, Extra Sensory, and Calm Mind with Leftovers. Plan, Flamethrower Pikachu, 3 Calm Minds on Blastoise. Oh. That's embarrassing. Probably should use an extra two calm minds. I'll go 3. Yeah, John. I never forgot that Charizard incident from Emerald. Yeah, red's gonna be pretty tough. Alright, substitute right away. For some reason, I thought in Gen 3 you got Solar Beam. It wasn't until Gen 4. Yeah, you fooled me that day. You're like, hey, get Solar Beam. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll head to the Safari Zone. Wait a minute, it doesn't get Solar Beam? We want +6 to 2-shot Snorlax with Flamethrower and 1-shot Charizard with Extra Sensory. +6 Flamethrower has a small chance to not 2-shot due to Thick Fat. Oh, so yeah, Extra Sensories for the Snorlax and the Charizard. Got it. So I'll need to get the Heart Scale in Vermilion and go catch the Snorlax for real this time. Did you redo Charizard? I don't remember. Maybe I did. I'd have to check my leaderboard, my old one on Google Sheets, because if I did, it would say, like, attempt 2. Oh, interesting. Snorlax never comes back. I swore it came back once you beat the Elite Four again. Does it have to be the next day as well? Oh well. I'll just do Shell Bell instead. Alright, Extra Sensory. Let's see, my moveset. Substitute Flamethrower. Extra. Alright, get rid of Hidden Power. I did, but I can just use Shell Bell instead. Hope it won't ruin you. Hopefully. Oh my god. My menuing skills are not great. There's Diamond Dust. Alright, Flamethrower, Pikachu, 3 Calm Minds on Blastoise. After 3 Calm Mind, set up a sub as a safety net. If Hydro Cannon, alternate between sub and Calm Mind. Alright, that's +6. Red's AI treats those Hyper Beam clones pretty weird. He only really liked using them when I was behind the substitute. Alright, so I guess leftovers weren't truly needed, but it was definitely sketchy. 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 40 seconds. 7 blackouts, 1 reset to Karen, level 81. Game time of 8 hours, 54 minutes. So yep, that landed us a spot in the B tier. I believe it only uses the Hyper Beam clones if it can one-shot you. Yeah, but the thing was, I did have the Calm Minds up. But here's the thing. When the substitute was gone, it went back to spamming Flash Cannon and Focus Blast. Was it like detecting a crit or something? Maybe. Alright, time to put in this Pokemon into the tier list. Entei, March 26th. Game time 8 hours 54 minutes. Level 81. 1 reset, 7 blackouts. Insert. Alright everyone, so if we take a look at the leaderboard, B tier. It got a time faster than Meganium, but Meganium had Swords Dance, but the problem is, not the best physical coverage. Entei did worse than B-Barrel, Gastrodon, Charizard, Ho-Oh, and Staraptor. Makes sense it was worse than Staraptor, but Ho-Oh and Charizard, 2 other fire types, actually did better. Charizard, I think, did better because of medium slow. Granted, 51 resets. I believe a lot of those resets were specifically on round 2 Bruno, hoping for rock move misses or something. I think they were quick resets. But Entei ranked pretty high despite needing to do the special attack EV training. But sadly, the unfortunate thing was, if we didn't do the special attack EV training, we would have needed a much higher level for Blue and a much higher level for Claire. I mean, yeah, you could do the Sunny Day Solar Beam strat for Claire, but actually, you know what? Let's look at ranges right now. We projected C tier. Well, it was close to the bottom of the B tier. If the run lasted another 4 minutes, it would have been C tier. Alright, so we were level 53 because we had to use all of our candies at that point. And we had Modest Nature. So if we had Solar Beam against... Why is that? That's blank Kingdra. Hold on. 54 to 63. Look at Hyper Beam. Oh wait, let's assume 100 special attack EVs. 59 to 71, 75 to 84. And look how much Hydro Pump does. Like, we would have to be able to set up the Sun on Gyarados. But the problem is, Gyarados isn't exactly a great target to set up on. You could probably use the substitute, then use the Sunny Day. But then, when you get to the Kingdra with the sun up, you would have to use a solar beam. It hits you with a Hydro Pump. You use another solar beam. And then on the Dragonairs, you'd have Hidden Power Ice. Barely. Okay, so those EVs weren't exactly necessary for Claire, but it made Claire a lot better to deal with. But it was blue on the other hand. What was our moveset? I think it was Flamethrower, Hyper Beam, Hidden Power Ice. And we should have had Shadow Ball, so I'm going to put that in. Exeggutor was a one-shot. Rhydon. Look at that. Hidden Power Ice, level 70, not a one-shot. So we would have had to hold, like, the Nevermelt Ice. Even then, that would only be an 87% chance. And then on the Machamp, you would have to set up Sunny Day here, so that's the thing. You can't really use Sunny Day Solar Beam for Claire if you need Solar Beam here, because otherwise the Machamp has Stone Edge and Earthquake, which will never miss. And even with the Sunny Day up, Flamethrower would only be a chance to one-shot. And it took a lot of work to make sure I was at least 70. But even if I was like 75... Okay, 75 with the Sunny Day would be guaranteed. But right here, though... Like, well, it'd be... No, it's Exeggutor, Rhydon, into Gyarados. So I wouldn't really have had a good spot to use Sunny Day at all. Like, you'd probably want to use it here, but then you'd have to two-shot the Gyarados. But with the special attack EVs I had... What did I use on Gyarados? Do you think not having Shadow Ball made a difference with time? It did. It did. I mean, I was able to find solutions around it, but it made things more annoying. But yeah, you can definitely see, like, even with the maxed out special attack EVs, a lot of these blue ranges just aren't great. Ask me how the AI works. Axew told me how it works. It has to do with a scoring system. Moves with recharge turns are scored pretty low. And on my own personal experience, I've only ever seen Red use those Hyper Beam clones when his own Pokemon were low on health. But it was definitely weird with the substitutes. It has to do with a scoring system. And even then, the scoring system is a random percentage chance. But yeah, it still looks like if I didn't have the extra special tech, things would have been not impossible per se, but things would have been way sketchier. Like on Gyarados, I'd have to Sunny Day, eat the Waterfall, and then use 2 Flamethrowers. And then Machamp would be 1 Flamethrower. Arcanine would be like a Flamethrower into a Shadow Ball. But then again, this is with the maxed out EVs. If this was only like 120, let's say 150 at most. Okay, the Machamp would still be a one-shot. Arcanine would still be... You could do Shadow Ball into Flamethrower into Shadow Ball, then Shadow Flamethrower that. Look at that, Hidden Power Ice, 75%. I mean, that'd be doable. Okay, I think the 250 special attack EVs was more needed at like level 70 exactly, but I think with level 75, you can get away with like 150 to 170 special attack. You could get away with a lower amount. But the higher special attack EVs could have helped elsewhere, and I may not know. Swagger Psych Up is not possible. Oh wait, no. Yes it is, I'm stupid. It is entirely possible to do that. The main problem with Swagger Psych Up, though, it's a very risky strategy. You may get a bunch of resets doing that. And you don't really want to do that on Executor because of Trick Room. I mean, you could probably use Taunt, but I don't think Entei learns Taunt. No, it does not. I mean, honestly, if I was a bit more careful with doing the special attack EV training and not blacking out all the time, I think what I did with training for special attack was the better approach. Well, anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it very much. Our next stream will not be tomorrow because I have to go to the city to GameStop to get my Pokemon card pre-order because the new set's coming out tomorrow. And, so yeah, tomorrow will be the video for Suicune. And our next actual stream will be Saturday with, what Mega are we using? Mega Victory Bell. I'll see you all later. Bye.